Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful, mesmerizing episode of the BOTA Show. This week, it is another ADHD-filled fun fest. Me and James and I. James's mic is muted, so he's about to say what's up, but none of y'all will hear him.
Why? Why does it picks and chooses when I want to be muted, apparently?
I don't know. It's so weird. It never mutes your mic automatically when our video starts, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh shit, now I gotta mute my mic, and then you're muted for the entire show. So wonderful.
That's great.
Fantastic. Well, we got some fun segments for you on this show. We're gonna start it off like we always do here with a little bit of the BOTA news. Welcome all to the BOTA News. I will send it right on over to co-anchor James for some MLB news.
Dude, I gotta figure out what's going on with my computer because it just keeps delaying it, so I get blown up while you're talking with the actual sound. All right, well, biggest news right off the top actually just happened not that long ago, 5 hours ago, breaking. Yankees pitcher Jimmy Cordero has been suspended for the rest of the year for violating the league's domestic abuse policy, or domestic violence policy, which is basically just don't do it. It's pretty straightforward. Don't hit people, don't hit women. I don't know which one he did. We'll find out. So, I mean, that's not going to be too much of a hit. I don't know how their bullpen really looks. Yankees are already digging themselves out of a hole. And especially transition on, they're currently without Aaron Judge, who will be missing the All-Star game with some type of foot injury. That one I think is going to hurt a hell of a lot more than random reliever Jimmy Cordero. On that same note as players being out for the All-Star game, Mike Trout is also going to be missing the All-Star game this year. I don't have exactly who is replacing them because I'm bad at my job. Other news around the league, Ronald Acuna has been on a hitting tear, but this is what he does, and he's going to eventually just get destroyed somehow, and his shoulders are going to fall apart because that's what Ronald Acuna does. I said this on social. He very well could be the best hitter in baseball if he wasn't constantly injured. It's so hard to evaluate him being the best hitter in baseball. He's such a beast, though. Shohei Ohtani's having another MVP type of season. Through 88 games right now, he has 31 home runs, and he has 132 strikeouts in 100 innings pitched. If Shohei Ohtani, I want to see what the current odds are. I'll have to look that up a little bit later. But Shohei Ohtani has to have a negative to be MVP this year to get maybe both Cy Young and MVP.
Right. He's got to, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Interesting.
That should be interesting to see who anyone would put in front of him. There's no more. Yeah, well, yes. Who could, but who? There's no more value in a player that can literally do every single thing on the field.
Yes, the title of the award is most valuable player. And there's
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. really don't understand how people can say anyone is better than him in baseball right now.
Honestly, and it's not even like a short-sighted thing. It's not like you're looking at it and saying like, "Oh, he's the best player in baseball," because I see him a lot. No, he's legitimately the best player in baseball. Also, right now, there's a MLB player prop on. Oh my God, no, it's not even close. The MLB player prop right now for Shohei to win the MVP in the AL. He's minus 800. It's not even worth it to bet on Shohei Ohtani at this point.
What are you gonna win? Like you're gonna win legit 8 cents on a $10 bet.
The next closest player, odds wise, is Corey Seager at plus 1700.
Oh,
it would be worth it to bet on someone just to hope for an injury.
Yeah, I mean at that rate, it's not a bad bet, and it wouldn't be a bad beat either. So I mean. Would it be worth it? Yeah, I mean, if you threw down $10, you'd win on what, 170 on that?
Not bad.
That's not terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, especially with how much Shohei gets used. I mean, out of any player, he also plays the most baseball.
This is also fair. Another point of being valuable is being out there, and he is healthy.
Like he is out there physically more than any other player in baseball.
Yeah, like by far. That's another one that's not a debate.
Factually speaking, he is.
Yes. There's no debate away from him. He is the most valuable player.
Yep.
Maybe honestly, Shohei Ohtani might be the most valuable player in all of sports.
Ooh,
Am I wrong?
Okay.
Am I wrong? Name someone that has that much of an impact on their team.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point, honestly. I mean, yeah, damn. I can't even argue with that. And
that's what I'm saying. There's no one. There is not a single person that is more valuable than Shohei Ohtani.
No, there really isn't. I mean, the closest that you can get to that would be a hockey player playing on all 4 lines, being out there almost every shift and playing on power play, penalty kill, literally everything, and then suiting up in net for the 3rd period.
Right.
I really don't even have another comparison as far as that. I mean, there really aren't other. You can't really be a two-way player in any other sport.
No, the two-way, like, what the most you get is a special teams defense player in the NFL. Like, okay.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess that would be the only way I could see it is if you had a wide receiver who was also your star cornerback and was also your best like punt returner, kick returner, right? If you had someone that was like a Cordero Patterson on steroids, then yeah, sure, I could understand the comparisons there because you're playing in all 3 phases of your game. But baseball is the only sport where you have completely different phases to your offense and defense.
Was it Troy Brown or Ty Law that used to do that, all 3 phases?
Troy Brown. It was Troy Brown, and then also Julian Edelman did that for a while too. He did play defense.
Sure.
Just versatility for Bill, which is fantastic, until you get ready to pay them, and then.
I don't want to. Nah, I'm alright. I don't really have to pay them. I think we're okay.
Apparently not. Don't fucking need them. Don't need them when you need them, but awesome. Well, NHL news. Obviously, off-season stuff. Not a lot going on. More trades, more signings. The Bruins just hemorrhaging talent. Unfortunately, Tyler Bertuzzi goes to sign with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Max Domi signs with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Dmitry Orlov goes and signs with the Carolina Hurricanes for 2 years. Garnet Hathaway goes and signs with the Philadelphia Flyers for another 4, I believe. Either 2 or 4 years. I forget the duration of that contract. Connor Clifton goes and signs with the Buffalo Sabres. So, Bruins losing a lot of manpower. They did sign some people, like we mentioned last week. Not going to go into that this week, but the big names departing Boston are sad. Sad.
Yeah, that's got to be a hard thing to see, especially after winning the Presidents like that.
Yeah, and not only that, knowing how Tyler Bertuzzi left town is even worse.
I can imagine that doesn't help. I can see how that would be
Yeah,
less than ideal.
knowing that you could have had him for $5.5 million a year for a 1-year deal. Clearly, someone somewhere fucked up because he wanted a 6 or 7 year deal. They were only willing to give him a 4 or 5 year deal. That same AAV, I mean, you can get that done. I understand injury history and all that, but you could have had him for another couple of years. Clearly, something was wrong. They said, all right, go test the free agency market. And then instead of waiting for him to come back, they spent the money. And then they didn't have enough cap space to get him. So it's beyond me. You know, they thought he was gone. They didn't think that they were going to be able to sign him because he tested free agency, and obviously his market wasn't as good as he thought it was because he only got a 1-year deal. Yes, with the Stanley Cup contending team for sure in the Maple Leafs, but you only got a 1-year deal. I mean, he was looking for 6 or 7, so that's a steep decline in the kind of contract that he was looking for. So I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. I don't understand why it happened the way it happened, but you know, Tyler Bertuzzi is a Maple Leaf, and the Bruins are left in the lurch again, and they really don't have a lot of money to play with, and they don't have all 4 lines, so it's gonna be really fun. So much fun. But hey, Milan Lucic is back, guys. Milan Lucic.
Yeah,
Bring him back. Watch him score 4 goals and have a -10 on the year.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I didn't really get the Lucic move. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know it's like fans are going crazy about it, but like, I don't know. I mean, you just said it yourself. Is it a locker room guy? Is that why?
Yeah, he's a locker room guy. And like, it could be seen as, hey, we brought Lucic back, Patrice. Give us one more year. We promise we won't ask you again. You know, it's your decision. We brought back a buddy. You know, we got some. You know, we locked David down. We have you know, the other two. We kept the goalies. We're running it back. Yes, we may not have depth scoring like we did last year. We just need you for 1 more year. This has to be our year. We're going to win the cup. Which again is not 100% true whatsoever. So I don't know.
You would know better than I, Zach. I'm very worried for your Bruins. It does not look good.
I'm worried for my mental health for the 2023-24 season. It is the Bruins centennial season. So if it marks 100 years since the Bruins were founded, and if it's the 100th year that does them in, then that'll be really sad. Really, really sad.
I can't imagine you just go bankrupt after one season. You just call it quits.
Oh, I mean, more or less like them tanking and having to sell off all their good assets.
It's also a possibility.
Right. So that is what I am worried about. In other news, there's still a good chunk of free agents left on the market. Matt Dumba, Nick Holden, 2 defensemen at the top there. Forwards, obviously Bergeron and David Krejci haven't signed back with the Bruins. They may retire, all that kind of stuff. Patrick Kane is still not signed with a team yet. Vladimir Tarasenko still hasn't signed with the team. Paul Stastny, Zach Parise, Jonathan Toews. I mean, 5 years ago, this is a marquee free agent class. Now it's the retirement home.
It was one of those. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say all of them are at least in their mid to late 30s.
It's weird to me because all those names, they feel like they're still in their 20s. I don't know why. Like every single person there just sounds like they're still in their 20s to me. That might just be, I don't know. I'm old now.
Yeah, they are all very, very old.
It's a shame. We're getting old. New era's coming.
I know, it's crazy. It's a brand new league, a lot of new names, and I gotta adapt to the new ways of hockey. So, but as far as that goes, that is really the NHL. Obviously, free agency is still in full swing. Trades will happen, signings will happen. There are still free agents out there. There are still deals to be made. The NBA now. we are looking at the same situation. Free agency has already opened up. Trades happening as we speak, especially for the Celtics.
Like as we're currently
as we are speaking, compensation is being laid down for the Grant Williams to the Dallas Mavericks trade. So Grant Williams has been shipped off to Dallas for three second round picks, I believe.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I'm confused. Hold on. So now it seems as though the deal is Grant Williams and 2 second round picks for 2 second round picks.
Okay. Sure.
I
gotta trust Brad, I guess, but like, what the fuck?
That was from Woj. That was the latest update from Woj. So I don't know if that is a done deal, but why would you trade Grant Williams for 2 second round picks and also give 2 second round picks back? Unless they're later second round picks, but still, that doesn't make any sense to me.
So like the justification with Marcus Smart was that you're making it very clearly the Jays locker room. Like,
oh, for sure.
Right. Grant Williams, I wasn't in love with. I'm not going to pretend like I was this huge Grant Williams guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like he was. I can't imagine he was doing that much in the locker room.
No, he always seemed quiet. I mean,
guard too. Like
I know that Jaylen Brown wanted him on the court and Jason Tatum wanted him on the court, but I don't know.
I don't know. Put Derek White up there. Fuck them all.
I mean, clearly, Derek White is PG #1 for the future. But again, like I've always said, Boston's not a point guard town. So
there we go. Good hat now. We got a good hat game now.
Yeah, Boston's really not a point guard town. I mean, I get Isaiah Thomas, I get Kyrie, but like,
how many of those guys do we hold on to?
Exactly. That's my point.
Terry. Oh, pardon me. Scary Terry also shipped out. Like we don't hold on to guards. We play through our.
I know. We should have kept Terry Rozier. I didn't like that. But what can you do?
But yeah.
Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are just masters at shipping out assets for more assets.
Yeah, we're gonna have all the assets forever. Great.
Other than that, no other major news in the NBA that I can relate to. Honestly, I mean, just trades and signings. It is funny to see Dylan Brooks get a bigger contract than Russell Westbrook in 2023.
Very weird time to be alive.
4-year, $40 million deal, like $40 million per year deal. Russell Westbrook got like a 2-year, $10 million deal. Insanity.
I don't blame him.
No, but like, why are you giving Dylan Brooks 4 years and $160 million after everything he did in fucking Memphis? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah, no, it's one of those when you look at it, you're like, I do not know. You look at the details of all of it, you just don't fucking understand it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It makes zero sense. It makes no sense. I don't understand it. I don't know what team did he sign with? I forget, honestly, off the top of my head. Was it like the Pelicans or something like that?
I think so. I don't know. I'm fucking all rattled around because of our abundance of second round picks now.
Yeah, I just don't understand the hype that surrounds Dylan Brooks.
Me either.
It's just too much.
The NBA loves overpaying people and then bailing themselves out of those contracts. That's what I've learned about the NBA deals.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure. That's so true. Somehow, there's so much dead money involved with the NFL. It's crazy.
NBA.
Did I say the NFL?
Yes, but
the NBA. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, I'm typing up NFL stats as we speak, so that's my bad.
No, you're right. You're fine. You're not wrong, but on the current subject, yes, the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, I got nothing else for the NBA other than obviously, the NBA NHL sister leagues during the summer. It's free agency time. We'll see a lot of moves happen in the near future, I'm sure. There's still lots of free agents to be talked about. And so the NFL now. Onto greener and brighter pastures as the NFL is about to start. OTA summer camp? I forget what phase they're in now.
Summer mini camp. Or no,
mini camp, right?
Training camp.
Training camp, right?
Summer training camp. The
summer's always confusing for the NFL. They have like a 2-week break, and then they're like in mini camp OTAs, then they're like summer camp, and then preseason, and then we get the actual like good stuff. But it's starting back up. We're almost there. It's almost football time again.
I only got a month of college football. I'm golden, baby.
I know. I'm going to be following Georgia hardcore this year.
Yeah, fucking course you are after 2.
Dude, all right.
Uh-huh.
I picked a team. You were there when I picked a team. I picked them before they won back-to-back national championships.
You did.
And the reason I picked them is because I liked their running back production into the NFL. It was the year that the Patriots drafted Sony Michel and they won a Super Bowl. I was like, I'm going to follow Georgia because I like the running backs that they produce. I'm just saying. I hopped on that train before they won back-to-back national championships. That's all I'm saying.
You're not wrong. It's a tough look. I'm just saying it's a tough look.
For me or for you?
Not for me. I know where my allegiances lay. But I'm just saying you're gonna get a lot of flack if you go around saying you're a Georgia fan all of a sudden. Georgia fans in the North doesn't make
a Georgia fan. Listen, I didn't say I was a Georgia fan. I said I'm gonna try to follow Georgia more this year. Mm-hmm. I am becoming a Georgia fan because they won back-to-back national championships the first 2 years I started watching them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel as though that is a fair assessment. That's not a bandwagon. I still probably would have been a fan even if they didn't. But it just goes to show you start watching a team and all of a sudden they win 2 national championships.
When you put it the way you did, it sounds like it's a bandwagon.
It sounds like it, but I didn't just like follow them because they won national championships. I physically chose to watch their games before they were national champions.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I know it sounds bad, but you of all people know that I picked that team before they ever stepped foot the national championship stage.
I look. I know. I'm not against you here. I know the timeline.
So they don't give you a hard time about it.
No, the way it sounds.
I understand the way it sounds, but I always have that to fall back on. You were the person that helped me decide which team I wanted to root for. I didn't want to root for Alabama because fuck that. I said, I'm going to stick with an SE team. I like their running back production in the NFL. I'm going to go with Georgia. I said that a year before they won a national championship. I want that on the record for people to understand that I am not a bandwagon fan. All right?
Right.
That and I'm not, no BC football. I'm all set.
I love BC football. The great thing about college football, and we move on after this, but the great thing about college football is within like certain parameters, you could be a fan of multiple teams. Like if you're saying you're a Tennessee and Alabama fan, it's weird. It doesn't make sense. You're just hedging your bets.
Right.
But like I love the Gamecocks. They are my team through and through now. But I'll watch BC football. I'll still watch Oklahoma.
Right.
Still watch USC,
right.
Although I don't
and
enjoy
it. There are reasons why you are fans of those certain teams. BC's a hometown team. South Carolina is where your heart is, right? Like Oklahoma because of the Baker connection.
Oh, dude. Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma was so fun. Yeah. No, it's fine. Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma was so fun.
You're a Hawaii fan.
I am a Hawaii fan. Hawaii is purely because of NCAA though. That's 100%.
And because of one other reason.
Yeah, because of Cole McDonald. But I used to play in Hawaii all the time in NCAA.
Hawaii. Not a lot of people know that James is a closet Hawaii football fan.
Hardcore. Honest to God. Rainbow Warriors for life, dude.
That's actually sick. That's so fun. No, wait. Okay, hold on. Can we make a promise to watch at least like one Hawaii game together this year?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Can we actually do it, or is that just like a fake promise?
We can. I'm just letting you know. Let's see. Week 1 is doable, but it's against Vanderbilt. That's at 7:30.
No, I
September
want I
1st.
want a late one. I want like
Oh, you got it.
three
Yeah, you got to
o'clock.
get on that. Hawaii games are great when you're plastered. They play Stanford at 11 p.m. September 1st.
Okay, I can get behind that.
There'll be more. There'll be more mixed in there. Don't you worry.
All right,
Don't
all
you
right, I
worry.
can get behind that. 11 p.m. That sounds good to me. I like that. Um, yeah, but definitely make a promise. We'll watch some Hawaii football because I get behind it. Is he? I like that one here.
You're kidding.
What?
You are actually shitting me.
What happened? No, I'm serious. What happened? I got kicked out. I came back in. It kicked me out again.
I have no idea. We hit like a weird lag spike within StreamYard and you were gone. I thought it was just me again. This is why you never commit to Hawaii football. When you
I
do, the internet
guess. Yeah.
shuts down.
Apparently.
It's like it's the same situation as that fucking missile launch text that went out in
Oh
Hawaii.
my god! Stop. That is not as severe. Come on.
It's close. It's
You
really tight record.
mean? It's fucking not severe. Get out of here.
No, I can say that because nothing actually happened.
That's true. That's a good point.
Right.
Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Well,
All right,
that's
moving
all
on.
I got for the BOTA news today, sir. That's all I got. I got nothing else. You got
That's all I
any
got.
you got some more? You got some international BOTA news? You have some more
No,
closer BOTA
all
news?
sad.
Oh, all right.
Makes me mad. A bunch of players signed in soccer, moved a bunch of places. Manchester United got like the signing of the summer, and Max Verstappen keeps winning, and I hate it. Anyway, moving on. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to James Sad Boy Hours soccer details. I tried. That hurt. That hurt a lot. All right, well. James, why don't we go to fan question of the week because we need a breath of fresh air in our show, and I did enjoy the question this week, so I'm excited to see what the fans have to say. Specifically, one fan.
Yeah, specifically you, who was the first person to comment.
Who you talk about? I didn't say nothing.
All right, so we're gonna actually start on TikTok. Our good friend Braden, friend of the show, said that his favorite tradition. I think this one might have gotten a little skewed. I'm gonna be honest; it didn't sound like it exactly lined up as well. But he said, "Mine is biased. BYU does a fan fest before every game, home or away. It is so much fun. We went to the one in Vegas last 2 years." Also, I should say what the question of the week is: what is the best tradition in all sports?
Yeah, that would help. That would definitely help.
That would definitely help it. So Braden said it's a BYU fan event before. It's a blast, I'm sure. Zach said annoying James beyond belief. That one is a good one. You get on my skin. It really
that is the national pastime of all soggy boys. So if you're a soggy boy out there, you know what I'm talking about.
I'll wait for your actual response. But Rob, our favorite broccolini Robertini, said LeBron throwing chalk, which I guess plays.
Maybe
It doesn't not play.
I feel like that would be. I feel like that would fall under more of the category of like favorite players superstition.
Yeah, yeah. Because like when I'm thinking tradition, I'm thinking of like I mean, I'm gonna go bias here, but like Dirty Water, Sweet Caroline for the Sox. I'm thinking of New York, New York for the Yankees. I'm thinking of Sandstorm for South Carolina. Like
Right.
Enter Sandman in Virginia. I'm thinking of um whatever NFL teams do. I can't think of one right now.
Our love, your love by the outfield is for the Patriots every time they score a touchdown.
There you go. Fucking Chelsea Dagger, like for goals, like
Right.
That's where I
Right.
was kind of like.
Exactly. Yeah. For sure. That is for sure what I think the parameters of this question would be.
So maybe we'll give everyone a sneak preview, and next week we'll do what is the best song in all of sports. I think that will hit a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. Well, I feel like there's a lot of different ways you could go, right? Most iconic, the best one, things like that, right?
Yeah, I think we'd have to label it down to iconic. But anyway,
I would go iconic, yeah.
Iconic will definitely hit a little bit better.
Yeah.
My favorite tradition in all of sports, I'm obviously going to say, like I said, Sandstorm. Just fires up a crowd every time of game. Like Willie B with Sandstorm. It's just, I want to be there.
I mean,
and I will.
Darude is the way. So.
Mm-hmm. Another college football one. I mean, obviously the Fenway ones are a big hit. Like I love Sweet Caroline with all my heart. Iowa waving at the hospital from their stadium. That's nice.
That's a really good. That's an underrated one. I mean, and obviously the meaning behind it too is incredible.
Right. Jump around for Wisconsin. But Zach, I want to hear yours.
So it's really hard because I feel like there's not really any good ones in Boston. I mean, Sweet Caroline, Sweet Caroline. Obviously, that one's iconic and everything. But like, there's no fan traditions for the Bruins per se. There's really no fan traditions for the Patriots or for the Celtics. I mean, there's not a lot of that. It's just sports in your face. That is exactly what we're about, New England. So, I mean, I guess around here it would have to be Sweet Caroline. As far as like the best thing associated with a team, I mean, it has to be the Bruins goal horn because that thing gives me chills every time it goes off. There's nothing better than that. Again, hockey fan bias, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, those would be my two. I would have to say though, the best tradition for any team, and correct me if I'm wrong, would be the Penn State whiteout game.
That's a fucking good one.
That is fucking
good one.
Nuts. And again, only started watching college football 3 years ago, more than like a general, like an occasional, hey, there's some highlights on ESPN. I'm going to watch them for 5 seconds. So that game is crazy. Anything whiteout related. So like when the Jets do it in the playoffs, it looks phenomenal. So
whiteouts are iconic. And I think it started with Penn State, but you're right. Like whiteouts in any sport are just fucking amazing.
Right, but I had to recognize the OG because I assumed that Penn State was the first collegiate team to do it.
I assume so.
Because it's an old school.
When I'm gonna do a whole like college tradition thing, I'm gonna write that down for TikTok.
That'll get a lot of people interact with that one, I think.
Oh yeah. All right. So that was the fan question of the week. Thank you to everyone who submitted an answer. I love you. I appreciate you. That's all I got for you.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I am currently finishing this or that. So why don't we finish with this or that and move right on to our trash bag of the week so we can toss in some fun people. welcome to BOTA's very own stinky, smelly trash bag. So I don't know if you were here when I updated that, but Nick is officially popping out of the trash can with a crown of dicks. Yeah. Oh, you're still muted. That's really awkward. You should unmute yourself.
And if you're wondering, right? If you're wondering why I was still muted, it's because you said if you see this clip, blah blah blah, Nick has a crown of dicks. I was like, oh, that's funny, and then the music started playing. So something's up with my computer. I'm gonna figure that out eventually.
Fair enough. Well, like I said before, welcome to the BOTA trash bag, James. Who, what, and why would you like to throw something in the trash bag this week?
I'm gonna throw Yankees pitcher right in the trash bag.
Oh, for sure.
Not big domestic violence guy. I'm talking about how I want to hit things a lot, but not a big domestic violence guy.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. I think if you are a big domestic violence guy, you deserve to be in jail. So,
yeah, if you are a big domestic violence guy, please DM us on Instagram, man. We'll report you.
Yeah, we'll send you to a specialist. Let's see. Week 2 of throwing every single NFL player that gambled in the trash bag, because it is just mind-boggling how stupid you could be to throw away your entire source of income for $1,000.
Isaiah Rodgers.
Bet on your own team. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Like, what goes through your mind? And not only that, like, it's not currently illegal for any one of your family members to do that. Why wouldn't you just give them $1,000 and say, here you go? Sure, it's going to look weird. They can't physically say that you did anything wrong if they don't have any evidence. But if you place the bet, it's all right there. Like, it's like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. There's nothing worse than a dumb criminal. Like, it's one thing to break the law, but like, if you can be smart about it, fine. But
it's painful. It's hard to see.
I mean, I guess, and technically, really, they're not even a criminal, but you're breaking the regulations of the league that you currently play in, and they pay you. They are your main source of income. Why would you throw that all away for $1,000 bet on an over/under?
You're dumb.
Like,
you're real stupid.
Yeah, literally stupid. Like, I can't even. I'm throwing the Bruins in the trash bag for letting go all of their talent. I will not be explaining why. I don't think I need an explanation, but I am mad about it. And I would really, really love to sit down across from Don Sweeney and give him my 2 cents. It's just,
there was genuine pain in that sigh.
Oh yeah, no, like yeah. There's a lot of pent up rage.
Yeah, no, that didn't feel good. I mean,
it really didn't. Like, waiting for the Bruins to win another Stanley Cup is waiting for Baker to be good.
Why do you have to do that? You have to do
I'm
that.
not. It's not making fun of. It's not making fun of him. You just understand the frustration I am feeling. That's all.
Moving on.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. I really just.
No, you're good. I saw a tweet that said, like, Baker was saying about, like, this last year with the Browns that he wasn't having fun. And then somebody was like, yeah, we weren't having fun either when you ruined our fucking Christmas.
Oh my God.
I forgot. I put that game out of my memory.
Terrible.
I had to.
Oh, that's so bad. I know. I mean, what are you even supposed to do, honestly?
Die.
Literally. I mean, that's all you get to. Poor James. Anything else in the trash bag?
That's it, boy. That's all I got.
Cool. Well, all right. Well, then we got a dis or dat. I got 2 slides down, so I will just wing it here. Did want to present them to you in presentable fashion, but I will only present 2 of them to you, and then I will read off the other one. So, welcome to another week of the new improved dis or dat. I have made slides. So that way you can read, you can see the stats in front of you and make your selection. Speaking of, I don't know if you saw this last week, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dis or Dat. All right. Well, James, you know how the game works. You are picking Dis or you're picking Dat. I will give you 2 players. I will give you their stats, and you will be picking them solely off of their 2022 season totals. Got it? Do you have a question?
I think we're good. I'm ready.
Ready? It's literally because I have ESPN open. Better? No? Worse?
No, it was because of me. It wasn't anything to do with you.
Oh, got you.
I heard everything you said. I was just waiting for mine to load in.
I see my Wi-Fi is okay right now, so I was just
All
making
me,
sure.
Baby.
All James, all the time.
All right, let's dis or dat it.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so I'm just saving my presentation, and then I will be able to present slides. Google Slides. Here we go. I'm just adding my slides. Yes, I want to allow you to do things to my slides.
Hey yo.
Shut the fuck up. All right, this is the one I want. So we are going to be this layout here. I'm gonna add this to the stream. And James, welcome. Welcome. Nice slides here for you. Juicy slides. All right, so this is the QB panel, sir. If you cannot tell, we have player A and player B for you.
Mm-hmm.
Both were top 15 quarterbacks in the league last year. Their stats are presented for you to take a gander at. So, obviously, the whole point behind this game is to bait you so you realize that there are better quarterbacks than some other quarterbacks out there. So, James, based off of these players' stats, which player would you go with, player A or player B?
There we go. Okay, for some reason my mic decided to disconnect mid-thing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
That was fun.
Gotta love it.
All right, let's see. I mean, the passing yards are yelling at me. Avi. So, my gut's yelling at me to go with the one with lesser stats, but they're both top 15 quarterbacks. One of these quarterbacks is going to be Daniel Jones. I just don't know which one yet.
I already did Daniel Jones. I actually already did Daniel Jones. It was the episode with just Nick and myself. It was actually Dak Prescott and Daniel Jones, and he ended up picking Daniel Jones based on the stats, which good for him. I mean, that's crazy. I would have never guessed that he would have
picked quarterback.
Yeah.
My man's coming into the chat. Dude, I think I gotta go B just because I know there's something standing there and staring at me. Player B has to be something. I don't even know if I could fathom a guess at who player B would be. 17 full B.
So, can I ask you why you're taking player B? And again, this is neither right or wrong. This is completely up to you. I always like to ask my guests here on Dis or Dat why they pick a certain player.
Well, like against you is I'm looking at the left, and the left is telling me this player is statistically the better player. But my brain is telling me go with the right because the right is the player I'm going to like more.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be necessarily the case. Just knowing you and knowing who this player is. However, like I said, so B, you are locking in player B. B is your final
I'm going to lock
answer.
in B. I'm going to go with what my heart's telling me and go with B. Like, as if I'm starting a franchise, which player do I pick? It's B. I don't know why, but it's B.
So I would like for you now, my favorite part. Who are these players? Do you want to guess player A or player B first?
Player B really feels like Josh Allen to me for some reason.
It's not Josh Allen.
It's not Josh Allen. It's still a top 10 quarterback.
15.
Top 15. I do not know. Player A. Dude,
see, when you look at it like this, it's what? What?
I think player B might be Uncle Kirk, honestly.
No, player B is not Uncle Kirk. Uncle Kirk had 1,000 more passing yards than player B this season. Yes.
My God, the Justin Jefferson effect. Dude, I'm honestly looking at it.
Sorry, 900 more.
The comments are saying that player A is Joey Burr.
That is incorrect. It is also not Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow had more touchdowns.
So now my gut is telling me that player B is actually Justin Herbert.
That is also incorrect.
No
Justin
shit.
Herbert had 28 touchdowns. Just off the top of my head, I remember these stats.
That's crazy. I don't know.
So the reason why I picked these players is because they both have a team in common.
Fucking what?
Both of them have or are going to play for the same team this season.
Okay, so let's see. Let's go down the transfer market here. One of them's got to be. Is one of them Geno?
Player A is Geno Smith.
Player A is Geno Smith.
Yes.
So that means that I just picked fucking Russell Wilson?
No. Russ was 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions this season.
Wait, so does that mean player B is Aaron Rodgers?
Player B is Aaron Rodgers, James.
I'm a genius! You're not making me pick fucking Geno Smith. Nice try.
Player B is Aaron Rodgers. This past season, so as a Jet, not you as a Jets fan, this is in general, as a Jets fan, this season, your former quarterback, Geno Smith, put up those stats. The quarterback you were about to get put up player B's stats. It is still Aaron Rodgers. It is still Aaron Rodgers. Statistically, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. That's why Dis or Dat.
See, I didn't even have to like Aaron Rodgers that much. I just knew my heart was telling me don't pick Geno Smith.
Don't pick Geno Smith.
You were leading me. Like, I knew player A had to be like Geno Smith. Or like, I don't know. Like, at one point I thought it was Jacoby. I was like, no, Jacoby didn't start enough games for that to be him.
That's true. All right. Well, we are on to the running backs.
James, I have an actual Jet fan in the chat throwing shade now. We're on to running backs? Oh, man, I'm worse at running backs. No fumbles, 2 fumbles, 17 games.
Also to let people know, this is just this is just a microcosm. All right. This is just to prove that bad quarterbacks can be good at some point. That's all I'm saying.
Player B is Tyler Algier, right?
No, it's not.
Really? Are you sure?
100%.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Tyler Algier. Okay.
You goober.
Okay, so one less game played. Player B has more attempts. 1,000 yards for both. 5.2 to 3.8. All right. Player A for ball security, receiving yards, and I guess doing more with less. But yeah, no, more with less yards per attempt. I like not consistency, but I like good consistent play.
So
there's, I know for a fact Najee is player B. It's coming from
he's
the
right.
comment.
Najee
He's
Harris,
right?
player B. Yes. Yep. So who is player A? Who did you take over Najee Harris? Is my question.
I honestly kind of want to. No, he missed an extra game in there. I want to say it might be Kenneth Walker, but that's not right. That
It's
doesn't.
not Kenneth Walker.
Right. Is it a vet or is it a rookie? Or was he a rookie?
I'm not telling you.
You son of a.
I'm not telling you.
Who the hell is it? I don't know. Part of my brain kind of wants to tell me Joe Mixon, but Joe Mixon missed more games.
It is not Joe Mixon.
It's not Joe Mixon. It's not Eckler. It's not that. I do not know. Again, I'm trying to think of all these players. He said those receiving yards are high and touchdowns are good. Complete dude looks like Tony Pollard. I don't think that's Tony Pollard. Is it Tony Pollard?
It's Tony Pollard.
No! What a call from the comments.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. Player A, Tony Pollard. Player B, Najee Harris. So you are, and the reason why I put these two players together here, obviously, being that Tony Pollard did all of this while Zeke scored 14 touchdowns last season and had almost 1,000 yards. And Tony Pollard still did this.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I see.
And also,
right now, it's what is he going to do now that he's RB1? But
correct, exactly, and that's what he just said in the chat. But also, let's not shit on Najee Harris because he had a lesser year than his rookie season, right? He still had a damn good season.
On a busted foot too. Way to go.
Exactly. So, I feel like a lot of people were down on Najee last year, and these are comparable stats. Sure, a little bit less on each year. He only had 3.8 yards per attempt, but some of that you do have to chalk up to the injury. Some of you do chalk up on the offensive line, and they got help, right? So, Are we back on Najee season this year?
I've been on Najee season, especially with you and I talked about this with Darnell Washington coming in, just bolstering that lineup. I don't know how much he's going to be used in the passing game, but man, for run blocking, that kid's going to devour people.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, I unfortunately did not get to finish my wide receiver slide, so it'll have to just be spoken. But next week, I'll have all my slides for everybody. We had 3 people watching that, James, at the same time. It was all 3 people. Wow. That was great.
Everyone's
great. Good segment. I know, seriously. So this is the wide receiver segment. All right. Player A, James, played all 17 games. He had 95 receptions, 136 targets, 1,196 yards. He averaged 12.6 yards of reception for 7 touchdowns.
Okay.
Now, this next player, player B, okay, played 16 games. Player B had 106 receptions, 146 attempts, but only 1,161 yards, 11 yards per attempt, maybe, or is it per catch? It's per reception. Apologies. 11 yards per reception, and 6 touchdowns. Now, player A did have a fumble and did lose the fumble. And also, player B had 526 yards after the catch, where player A only had 476. Their longest plays were over 50 yards this season.
Okay, so both explosive receivers. We're calling player B as Amon-Ra in the comments. I don't think that's right.
So he's right. It is Amon-Ra St. Brown, player
man.
B. He is sniping this shit. This is amazing.
Amon-Ra
St. Brown is in fact player B.
I was honestly thinking player A though, and I don't know why. I don't know if I have a reason. Was player A the one with more touchdowns? Was that why I was looking at it?
Player A has one more touchdown than Amon-Ra St. Brown. He has like 30 more yards, but he has less receptions, less targets, more fumbles, and less yards after the catch.
Yeah, I'll stick with player A. I mean, I love Amon-Ra, but I mean, I'm going to go with my original. Is he right about A? Can you see the comment before I put it? Really? Right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah. So, as it's coming in on chat, yes, player A is Devonta Smith. So, the Eagles' number 2 receiver had a better season than Detroit's number 1 receiver. Just put that into perspective.
Wow. I'm a huge Amon-Ra guy. You know that.
No, I know, and that's why I put him in this week, because I people be sleeping on Devonta Smith. Like, this dude had a top 10 wide receiver season, and he gets buried. He gets buried under all these other receivers because they're the one. So
it's fair.
I mean,
that's very valid.
I mean, everyone knows that Jalen Waddle is amazing, but everyone seems to forget that Devonta Smith exists, and he is very, very good. So,
are you talking about purely Alabama?
Well, yeah, think about it. They're forever going to be put in the same breath because they came from the same draft class. They came from the exact same school.
Uh-huh.
What?
I mean, you're not going to forget about Devonta Smith. He won the Heisman.
Okay, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that, like, people just forget about Devonta Smith because Jalen Waddle is better than him right now.
As far as NFL terms go,
correct.
Fair. Yes.
Right. So, and I'm not saying, wow, I forgot Devonta Smith exists, but like, it's like when people talk about, you know, the talent that's coming out of college right now, like, yes, he did win a Heisman, but Jalen Waddle has been explosive, more explosive than he has. But it's pretty close. I mean, Jalen Waddle had like 200 more yards than him, for sure. And he had, I think, maybe the same amount of touchdowns. He had one more touchdown. So it's on par. It's on par.
I love this take. I love that take.
Yeah, he should be really good.
When he stops gambling, he's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah, no kidding. I know.
But yeah, if it wasn't for fucking what's it called, I would have had him as my wide receiver 1 in that class. But ACLs happen.
Right. Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, no, that was just that. That's all I got this week. That's the show. That is
wow.
The show,
yeah. End it now. We made it under an hour. That's it. Fuck you.
We did. I know. Shit. I know. We did a good job. We never make it under an hour.
Oh, actually, before we sign off, I have a sports thought. You remember we were doing that last time? It was just you and I.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Hold on.
Oh my god, you still have that queued up and ready?
No, I don't. But it's happening right now.
All right. Well. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use those in on social. So like, you cannot cheat. I know you'll be in the comments. Like, not you, Zach. I think you also cannot cheat with Greg. Like you. I'm gonna see the comment come up and be like, I know, and be like, don't even spoil it.
Oh, you're talking about this or that?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get you the slides.
Yeah, no, sauce them over and I'll do the thing. Like I'll make a I'll do the player silhouette and all that. I'll do the whole 9.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're much better with the that than I am.
Oh God, soggy thoughts, gross. I had this
Shut up and
weird.
accept it.
It's not a Mandela effect, but like you know when you like when timeline wise stuff doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah.
It feels like to me the Minneapolis Miracle was closer to right now than Kirk Cousins. No, sorry, maybe I had that backwards. I feel like Kirk Cousins has been the quarterback for longer than the Minneapolis Miracle happened. No, I forget the timeline of how I'm trying to say that. Like those two events seem flip flop to me. Like timeline wise, it seems like Minneapolis Miracle happened later than Kirk Cousins becoming the quarterback of the Vikings. I have no reason why.
Well, I mean, maybe because Case Keenum and Kirk Cousins are literally carbon copies of each other, besides like the arm talent. But
probably, but that you remember that year? That year,
yeah.
Case Keenum was a fucking legend. He was like that.
He came out of nowhere. He was so good. It was legit grocery store Kirk Warner season.
Oh my god, grocery store Kirk Warner. That'll be the other diss or dad is Kirk Warner versus Case Keenum.
Oh man! Eventually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do the same player in different seasons of their career to see if y'all know.
That'll get real. Once you start mixing in years, it's gonna be wild.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, I mean, I can't even. He has what? He has 6 first-round picks.
I'll talk about it. Yeah, he is locked down the 2024 draft.
How's that even legal?
Most
of my leagues have hard caps on the amount of picks you can have per round. Usually it's like 2, maximum 3. I've seen 3, but nah, 6 nothing. 6 is nothing. That's insanity. But anyways, are you done? Are we over soggy thoughts?
That's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. So we appreciate all you for coming out. We did have an audience today. It was very wonderful, refreshing. Appreciate everyone in the comments, especially those of you that have given away all my diss or dats today. No, but seriously, kudos to Oscar.
Long time Bodite.
Yes.
Long time Annie. I'll figure something out. We still never.
You guys know where to find us. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. But it's not bye time yet. We didn't say bye. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're not there. We're not on Stitcher. I promise you. Don't go looking for us.
Don't go chasing.
Anywhere else you can find a podcast, we're probably there. I mean, check us out if you do find us. Google us. Just don't pick the wine. Just make sure.
Don't pick the fucking wine.
Yeah, we're BOTA Sports, not the BOTA Box. It's different. Although we will be fighting them in court for trademark. That is the show, guys. Thank you so much. You know where to find us. Like I said, you know what to do. You can stay soggy.
Stay beautiful.
And bye for Drew.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, man.
Oh God, I tried explaining that to Nick last episode, and you can't